It's absolutely a fair comment to say this year's Taylormade M3 has been a success. But how different is it to the 2-generation-old Taylormade M1? Let's find out, and let's do it now. Hi everyone, James Robinson here. If you're new to the channel, make sure you consider hitting that subscribe button. If you like club tech reviews, if you like club comparisons just like this one, the 2016 Taylormade M1 420 head against the 2018 Taylormade M3 440 head out on the course raw testing, or maybe you just like completely and utterly free golf tips to help you with your game, smash that handicap down and get the enjoyment up. If you do, make sure you put the thumbs up. Like I said, hit the subscribe button and comment below. Today I want you to comment, you may have already told me this before, what driver are you using and why? If you've not commented on one of my videos before, come on, get amongst it. Okay guys, I've just hit 2 shots off a par 40, brand new Taylormade M3 440 head and the 2-generation-old Taylormade M1 420 head. And this is the first one of the day, but there's a little bit of a difference. So here we have the M1, and up there we have the Taylormade M3. Now we're only 1 shot in here, we're going to make it a fair test, we're going to hit quite a few tee shots. But that's a good start for the new club, isn't it? So in 2016, Taylormade brought us the revolutionary Taylormade M1. It features a carbon crown, a T-track adjustment weight system, which allows you to alter spin rate, high to low, and then a draw to fade weight as well. Now a lot of people found that if you put the weight forward, this driver was so unforgiving, it was frightening. Taylormade also brought out the Taylormade M2 with the weight preset back and no adjustments on the front. That was a lot cheaper, it was a lot easier to get on with, and it was a lot more successful. What have Taylormade changed 2 generations on into the Taylormade M3? Now yes, we have skipped a generation, we had a 2017 version of the M1, but what's changed in the M3? The most obvious change has to be the colour. We've ditched the white on top and we've gone to like a silver or a grey, whatever you want to call it. Very similar to, if you remember, the Taylormade SLDR slider driver. We've also adjusted being the key word, we've gone from the T-track to what we now call the Y-track. So the draw fade adjustment has moved from the front to the back to allow hammerhead technology for faster ball speeds. And to be honest, that's why I'm doing this review. I want to see if this driver goes further. You can still alter spin rates, we have 2 adjustable weights, but like I said, if we want to go draw or fade, we have the Y at the back now instead of the T at the front. I also personally like how they've rounded off the composite crown on top. So rather than having that little indent where the ball could line up, it's now more rounded off and it suits my eye a lot more. It just gives me more confidence. And let's not forget the big elephant in the room, twist face technology. How much of an impact that really has, I don't know. But it's a great sales ploy. I'm not going to say it's a gimmick because it's not. There is a little bit of science behind it, and I imagine a lot of R&D have gone into the twist face technology. And I do see it sometimes, or I think I see it. I guess it's almost like the Loch Ness Monster. Do you see it? Don't you see it? Sometimes if you say you see it, people say you're mad. Both the drivers come in adjustable lofts and both of them come in loads of different shaft options. I have the 420 head for the M1 and the 440 head for the M3. The smaller head is something that Taylormade have offered since the M1 started. I personally like it. I think it's a lot nicer looking, a lot sleeker, offers that little bit less spin, and it just looks more pretty. Let's get back to hitting some shots. That's going to be an interesting one. Heel strike with the M4 and a toe strike with the old M1. Which one's going to have lost more ball speed and which one's going to have lost more distance? Let's go find out. Now the idea of this video isn't to make you go and run out and buy a Taylormade M3 if you've got a 2016 Taylormade M1. The reason for the video is, I'm now using this Taylormade M3 and Big Brother is still using the Taylormade M1 that is used so successfully over the last few years. But there's been a tiny turn in the tides, try saying that at 5 o'clock in the morning, hasn't there, brother? Usually we hit at a similar distance, and you can imagine sibling rivalry. You're going to get pumped up, you're going to try and hit it, you're going to try and knock it past him. Sometimes he does it, sometimes I do it. But recently it's been all me. And I think that is partially down to not only the stunning good looks that I have over him, not only the X amount of talent that I have over him, but mainly, I think it's down to this. In fact, it's probably all down to this. So I've just hit 2 more down here. We're on the 16th hole at Huddersfield Golf Club. Let's see which one's got further. They were both missed strikes, which I always like to see. Wait, I'll rephrase that. I always like to hit the odd missed strike when we're testing clubs. I think it gives you a much better feel for what the club is about, not only out the middle, but out the rest of the face. It's another big difference. We've got the Taylormade M1 here, and I'll pace it out for you. "36 yards. Now, the toe strike did feel a little bit more severe than the heel strike, I'm not going to lie. But that's a big difference, isn't it? It's a shorter club into the green, definitely. Golf's always been more fun from 30 yards further down the fairway, hasn't it? Yeah, I thought so too. So we're going to go down a par 5 now. It is very reachable, especially today. With a good drive, it could be reachable with a short iron. That's going to help scoring, it's going to help confidence, and it's going to lower your scores. Let's see which one comes out on top. I'm going to go Taylormade M1 first this time, and follow it up with the M3. That wasn't good. Neither of those two are going to be reachable from there. One left and one right. Let's go check out the damage. It's not looking good for the M1. Wait a minute. There you are. So we found the M1 quite a long way back in the left-hand rough. Wasn't a very good golf swing at all, but it didn't feel forgiving at all. Let's go and see where the M3 is. I've just been informed, viewers, that my M3 is next to Big Brother's M1. But if we go on the angle, we'll claim that one, won't we, with a bad swing. Just a side note as well, that is 10-15 yards further than the bad swing with the M1. I know there were different bad swings, but it's still that little bit further. I suppose a major plus point for both drivers there, they were 2 god-awful golf swings. Both were, in play, both I could play down, both I could put myself in position to still make birdie on the par 5, and one of them I have done. Let's carry on. One of the big differences for me between the 2 drivers is the sound, the acoustics. The M3 just sounds like it gives it way more of a hit, whereas the M1 sounds like more of a pat. Although, when the M1 was released, I remember thinking that that sounded awesome as well. What are drivers going to sound like in 10-15 years' time? Something like that. Okay guys, this is it, last chance. We're going to go back down the 10th hole. I'm going to try and give them both some beans. We are not going to finish on those 2 golf swings for the day. This has to be the last one. I've got a full day of lessons coming up. I am busy. I would say it's winner takes all, but it can't be really, can it? Not on the basis of what we've seen so far. Let's go M3 first this time, then M1. This almost doesn't feel like a fair test now because that one could be the best drive I've hit all year, but we'll give it a go. As fair tests go, they were two excellent golf swings, if I do say so myself. Let's get up there, let's see where they are, and we're going to finish on those. 2016 Taylormade M1 against 2018 Taylormade M3. Is there a difference? There's no comparison. What a club the Taylormade M3 is. Let me just show you where those drives have finished and then we'll round up. Taylormade M1, yes, it's in the fairway, but Taylormade M3, right down there. It's a 20-yard difference again, guys. I guess there is one disappointing factor for me in all this. It's not the good looks, it's not the strength, it's not the power, it's not the natural ability that's knocking it past Big Brother. It's that. Who would like to see that against that? See you soon.